Habroxia 2, the latest game from Lillymo Games, took me right back to my childhood. And I'm not talking about that time that I got left alone in the arcade in the mall. I'm talking about the time that I was at home with a Capri Sun in hand and playing Lightning Force on my Sega Genesis. In case you hadn't heard, Habroxia 2 is a twin-stick shooter that looks and plays like a shoot-'em-up, which I'm just going to refer to as a shmup going forward in this review. And I have to say that this is how a shmup should feel and play. But it begs the question, is it better than Resogun? Before I get into the review, just want to leave a quick reminder that I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Logan every Friday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Why not stop on by this Friday and watch me play Habroxia 2 and see it in action for yourself. Also, a quick note, we did receive a free review code for review purposes, so thank you to Lance with PR. To start this review, I want to talk about Habroxia 2's story. Now, shmups are not well known for their stories. As a matter of fact, most shmups don't really have a story. But to start off this review and to kick the game off, really, you play as Sabrina, this young girl, this new pilot who is on a quest to find her missing father. But you quickly realize that finding her father is not exactly going to be the easiest thing to do. And I think what I like the most about this game is the fact that you start the game, you get a cutscene detailing Sabrina and kind of what her quest is, and then you get right into the game and you're only treated to another cutscene at the very end of the game. It's a nice little way to bookend the story and kind of keep the story from bogging down the gameplay, which, speaking of, let's just get into it. If you've played other shmups, you're familiar with the formula by now. You play through the level, destroy everything that's attacking you, wind up at this grand boss battle, and repeat for the next few levels. Habroxia 2 does this really cool thing that gives me Star Fox vibes in that there's multiple branching paths throughout different levels. So as you play through the levels, keep an eye out for some different paths that you might be able to blow up and explore and see where that leads you. And what's interesting is that these multiple paths serve as proving grounds to ensure that you're ready for the very final boss fight, which, let's be honest, it's gonna be a doozy your first time through. And speaking of bosses, Habroxia 2 boasts an impressive roster of 20 bosses. Now, to be honest, some of these bosses are just variants of one another with new attack patterns, and so while they may look the same, it doesn't exactly mean that they're going to behave the same, so be aware. Now, each boss fight will either require you to think quick or to react quick in regards to how that boss is moving and attacking you. And sometimes, if not most of the time, you're gonna need both of those. Now, while I thought some of these bosses were complete pushovers, there are a few in particular that's going to give you probably as much trouble as they gave me. I'm looking at you, Deep Space Drill. And as you progress through the game, you'll earn currency that you can use to purchase upgrades for your ships. Things such as upgrading the damage that your regular attack does, upgrading your secondary attacks, the bombs, the shields, all the fun stuff. And you're going to need those upgrades if you plan on finishing the game, because as you'll learn as you first start playing the game, a few upgrades would really be nice. Now, for me personally, I dumped the majority of my currency into upgrading my regular attacks through damage, spread, and rate of fire. And to be honest, it got to a point where I didn't really need to upgrade weapons like my bombs or shields or even the laser. It just kind of got to a point where my regular attacks were powerful enough to handle just about anything the game could throw at me. But your mileage may vary and you may find some weapons that fit your playstyle better than what they did with mine. And your arsenal of secondary weapons are diverse. You're going to have things like swords or homing lasers or rockets, so spend some time to experiment with those as you unlock them and see which one fits your playstyle the best. For me personally, I equipped the homing rounds to the front special and the spread attack to the back special. That served me well in my playthrough, and try it out for yourself and see what you think. Now, once you finish Habroxia 2, you're actually not quite done with the game yet. You actually unlock 3 extra game modes, such as New Game Plus, Boost Mode, and Boss Rush. New Game Plus actually comes with more powerful enemies and bosses that have a few tricks up their sleeve, so if you find the regular campaign a little on the easy side, definitely try out New Game Plus. Boost Mode, which actually became one of my favorite extra modes, sees you flying through this long tunnel with boost activated the entire time. And with that, you can imagine you're going to have to rely on quick thinking, and reflexes to make it out alive. Now, some players may find boost mode actually really frustrating, but if I can finish it, I think anyone can finish it. It's a lot of fun, and it's a good test of your skills. And finally, boss rush mode has you, well, you're rushing through the bosses to see how fast you can take them down. This is a fun side mode that lets you revisit some of your favorite bosses that you played throughout the game without having to play through the entire level to get to that one boss. But at the same time, it has you revisiting some of your least favorite bosses as well, but hopefully at this point, you are upgraded to the point where things like the drill boss won't cause you that many problems. I do want to quickly touch on the music and sound of this game as well. I think Lillymo Games did a fantastic job of capturing that retro shmup sound in both the music and sound. It's energetic, it's bombastic, and it has all the right chimes to suck you into the addictive nature that shmups are known for. I mean, just listen to this. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious that I really enjoyed Habroxia 2. I mean, I even got the Platinum trophy for this game on my PS5. So for those of you that are completionists, I think you'll really enjoy the trophy list that this game comes with. It's not ridiculous, it doesn't overstay its welcome, it's all achievable. It's a really solid trophy list all around. So if you're a fan of retro gaming, shmups, well-tuned games that are just pure fun, or all of the above, Habroxia 2 just may be your new favorite game. And in all honesty, it is my new favorite shmup, and I have to admit, I like it better than Resogun. Habroxia 2 releases on February 3rd and is available on PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS Vita, and Xbox One. Have you played Habroxia 2? If so, let us know down in the comments below. We'd love to talk more about the game with you there. And as always, if you enjoyed this review, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you're notified of when we post more videos. And until next time, be a deer, keep it locked here. See you later, Space Cowboy.